Talking about everybody know him.
If you're looking for a party this Saturday night, we're bringing you one. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the Milwaukee Bucks going up against the Utah Jazz. Brian Anderson here, joined by the Hall of Famer Grant Hill and Coach Stan Van Gundy. We'll hear from Allie LaForce as well. And in that March stretch, some interesting things going on in the East. You take a look at the Bucks, sixth best record in their respective conference right now, hoping to end the season on a high note.
I think for the Bucks, we'll see if they can up the ante down the stretch. They still have a lot of work to do in order to rise to the top.
Well, sometimes those teams that are on the edge can be the most dangerous. They play like they have something to prove.
The starters for Utah. We've got Filipowski. Collier is out there with Keontae George. Then it's Walker Kessler. And it's Markkanen in at the 3. And for Milwaukee, at the forward spots, we'll see Kuzma and Giannis. Anthony is out there with Taurean Prince. And it's Turner in at the 5. Here we go. Stan, the end of the season is in sight. And some teams now desperate to get into the playoffs.
And when you're in that situation, you can feel the pressure when you're on the floor and in the locker room. Those guys know they're running out of chances to get to the postseason.
Talk about taking advantage of the opportunity.
How about the anticipation right there that led to the steal, then he goes straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
Pass to George. Now here's Markkanen. The 3. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Stolen. Filipowski with it. And it's Kuzma picking him up. And finished off by Kessler.
Well, what I love about Walker Kessler, he's a 7-footer who plays like a 7-footer.
Screen by Antetokounmpo. Anthony, the pass to Kuzma. Pass to Prince. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That 3's off the mark.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Doc Rivers. He told me when he was watching film of their opponent, what stood out was Lauri Markkanen's efficiency. Coach said Markkanen doesn't need high usage to be effective. He gets a lot of his points off of movement, and he brings versatility to this offense. BA, back to you.
Allie, thank you. And the Bucks with the possession here. Following the 3 by Utah. Pass to Turner. They need this. The rebound by Filipowski.
Looking to answer the 3 from the other end. Maybe too eager there.
Here's Collier. He's guarded by Anthony. Utah moving the ball around. Kessler, a screen on Prince. Here's George. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by George. When we talk about Keontae George, what stands out to you the most, Stan?
Good question, B.A. I don't know that I'd pick one area. He's good at a wide variety of things. Can handle the ball, pass it, score it, and that gives you flexibility in terms of the guys you put around him.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Oh, and the dunk by Antetokounmpo!
How do you even come up with something like that? Giannis is an artist.
How about that elevated look on the AT&T Connected Cam? For Utah, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Markkanen against Kuzma. Pass to Collier. To the middle. Here's Anthony. And here's Turner from the arc. It's rebounded by George.
Just 1 for 5. Not the start they were looking for. Obviously, there's still plenty of time to get on track.
Tipped and stolen by Antetokounmpo. Here's Prince. 9 points for him in his last game.
Whew, I think he wants that one back. I mean, he knows he's capable of better.
Here's Collier. Banked it in off the glass.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Here's Kuzma. The 9-footer's on the mark.
Hey, that's the goal. Generate high percentage looks.
Markkanen, the pass to Filipowski. Here's Collier. Kessler, a screen on Prince. To the inside. Stan, how about Bucks coach Doc Rivers? This season has moved into 6th on the all-time wins list.
Well, BA, an amazing accomplishment for Doc Rivers passing George Karl. And within reach now of 4th all-time if he can stay at it a little longer.
2 shots.
That one misses.
And Kessler is just a steady, reliable big man because he shoots a good percentage and defends the rim well.
Good on the second one.
Well, where Kessler is elite is on the boards, and he's an excellent rim protector. Those 2 things alone will earn you minutes.
Now here's Anthony. Against Atlanta, he was really on his game. Antetokounmpo finds Kuzma. 6 on the shot clock. Over Markkanen. Takes a big high bounce and goes in.
The passion Kuzma plays with inside rubs off and makes his whole team better.
Markkanen with a screen on Prince. Pass to Filipowski. George feels it out a bit. Here's Kessler. Ooh, excellent D there from Turner.
That's a defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the layup.
Back to Kuzma. To the left wing. Here's Antetokounmpo. Out of bounds. It'll be Utah's ball. And here we can check out the story for Cole Anthony.
And over the last 5 games, his field goal percentage has increased. And you can make a case his confidence as well because of this.
Here's Collier. Taking a look at his numbers, averaging about 11 a game. Markkanen with a screen on Prince. Markkanen outside. Sinks it from distance.
That high release that Markkanen has is such a weapon for him, especially in a catch-and-shoot situation.
And he lobs it up to the rim. Oh, and Giannis hammers it in.
Great timing. Giannis able to complete the oop.
Jazz leading by 5. Here's Collier. Beyond the arc. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Here's Prince. All alone. The rebound by Markkanen.
With the defense absent, that was a great opportunity, but no go.
Pass to Kessler. Five to shoot. George outside. Here's the 3. Here's Collier. Puts up a 3. Giannis with the rebound. Now here's Kuzma. And that one drops for him. Kuzma's got 6.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
Down low. Oh, stolen by Turner. Here's Antetokounmpo. And that makes him 3 for 4. He's looking good.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Utah has gone just 2 for 6 from the arc here in the first. Kessler, a screen on Anthony. Markkanen right side. To the right side. Utah moving the ball around. Anthony against George. Anthony grabs the board.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
Inside, here's Antetokounmpo. And Giannis with the jam.
Power and grace of Giannis, making it look easy like few others can.
And so Will Hardy calls the timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Defeated by Washington in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
It's simple. Your defense has to be razor sharp on the road. You really want to take the crowd out of the game. Easier said than done.
Well, on the road, your defense needs to withstand runs from the other side, and that wasn't the case for them.
Trent Jr., he's checked in for the Bucks. Porter Jr. comes in for Anthony, then for Utah. Sensabaugh is checked in for Filipowski, and Bailey subbed in for George. Milwaukee on D. Pass to Bailey. Marketed for three. Doesn't go that time. For Milwaukee, they've gotten 7 of 13 shots to drop to the paint. Here's Turner. Sinks that one after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
Well, you really have to body Turner to slow him down. He's got plenty of muscle on that front.
It's Marketed on the wing. A minute 58 left to play in the first. Fades and shoots. And there it is for him.
And with the ability to rise up above defenders, Bailey is a problem.
And Grant, when it comes to pure shot-making ability, scouts love Ace Bailey's natural tools.
Yeah, when he's taking good shots, he can carry the offense. He needs to get a little stronger and clean up a few things, but his upside as a scorer is tremendous.
Now here's Kessler from 6 feet away, and it's in off the glass. Kessler's got 5 now.
Just right through him. Kessler not slowing up.
Antetokounmpo, the pass to Turner. And here is Antetokounmpo. Kuzma for 3. Kessler with a rebound. Utah leading. Marketed outside. Here's the pick. Pass to Bailey. The 3-ball. Drains the triple. He's got 5.
Well, Bailey is a shot-making machine, particularly off the catch at this stage.
On the wing, Porter. Trent outside. 32 seconds left now in the first quarter. 6 to shoot. Kuzma for 3. Kuzma can't get that one to fall.
I can't believe he missed that 3. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be giving him.
Here's Collier. Pass to Sensabaugh. Over Trent. Tried to bank it in, but it misses. And that concludes the first quarter of play. It's the Jazz up 4. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Utah.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And also their pressure defense is paying dividends tonight, turning them over and getting out in the open floor and running.
Manning the backcourt, it's Porter and Trent Jr. Then it's Green, then it's Smith, and it's Livingston in at the 4. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks, guys. Well, the Bucks want to capitalize on their bigs. Coach Doc Rivers said, one advantage we have is our size, and the slower the game gets, the bigger we get. So taking opponents out of transition, making it a half-court game, allows us to be a big basketball team. Guys, back over to you.
Leveraging that tall timber. Allie, thanks very much for the report. Now here's Nurkic. Here's Sensabaugh. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over. Milwaukee making some changes. Sims comes in for Smith, and it's Rollins in for Livingston. Williams is checked in for Utah. Bucks trail by 4. Now here's Porter. No points yet. There's the 3. Williams grabs the board. Pass to Bailey. Here's Nurkic. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Sensabaugh over Trent. Sensabaugh, no good.
Yeah, trying to get separation from the defense right there. Just couldn't get it to go.
Porter with a screen on Nurkic. Here's Rollins. That one drops for him. Rollins has got his first basket.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
It's Williams, high post. Niang, right side. Utah moving the ball around. Pass to Sensabaugh. Outside, Williams. Lets it go from the wing. The Jazz, again, can't hit.
Well, that's a miss you can live with. I expect they'll go to it again, especially if the defense continues to concede it.
To the middle. And Nurkic throws it down.
Oh, too easy for Nurkic. A big man who goes up strong. You have to meet him at the rim and counter his aggression.
Timms, the pass to Trent. Outside for Green. Williams grabs the board. And Williams has got the ball here for the Utah Jazz. They've only given up 2 points this quarter. Niang, a screen. From behind the arc. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. They want to keep rolling here following the win against Atlanta.
Hey, their activity on defense was terrific. It was just full effort at that end of the floor and a bunch of blocks to show for it.
Well, they did have some impressive numbers blocking shots, and I like their defensive game plan.
Hammers the lob through. And when you're trying to slow down a great score, there are those shots you've just got to live with, Stan.
Well, look, B.A., you can't take away everything, particularly from the great players. I think when you're game planning, what you have to decide is just that. What can you live with and what do you want to take away? And you try to just make those great players a little bit less efficient. You're not going to shut them down, but maybe you can make them a little bit less efficient.
Will go for a different look here. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Sims. Giannis Antetokounmpo comes in for Green. Prince is checked in for Porter Jr. And Cole Anthony subbed in for Rollins. And a new group getting ready for Utah. Kessler, he's checked in for Nurkic. Filipowski comes in for Niang. Lauri Markkanen's checked in for Sensabaugh. And it's Keontae George in for Williams. Here's Bailey. 17 points for him last game against Washington. It's stolen by Trent. And the Bucks pushing it up now. Here's Anthony. Here's Prince. That one's good. This game is all even.
Hey, those second chance points are found money. Tremendous effort there.
Pass to Kessler. Here's Bailey, guarded by Trent. And Bailey gets it to go. Bailey's gotten his third basket of the night.
Yeah, attacking in the lane. I like that. Bailey not just hanging out on the perimeter.
Trent outside. Now here's Turner. He's covered by Kessler. Anthony outside. Trent outside. Fires for three. Utah grabs the miss. Kessler's got 4 rebounds now. And over the 5 decades of the Jazz franchise history, almost half of those years, they were coached by the great Jerry Sloan.
Well, the Jazz were a team that took on Jerry Sloan's toughness and a willingness to fight at all times. Those days are in the past, but they still echo in Utah.
Now here's Anthony. He's scoreless.
Well, there's Markkanen putting his 7-foot frame to use with the block.
And the fans love seeing incredible moments on defense like that block.
Yeah, obviously he had the shot well anticipated, able to shut it down with authority.
And the Bucks making a change here. Kuzma's checked in. And Utah with a change here too. Collier's checked in. Pass to Prince. Shot clock at 5. Counted from distance. Prince has got 5 points.
Well, that's a breakdown defensively. Can't afford to give him those kind of looks.
Here's Collier. Throws it up high. Oh, stolen by Turner. Kuzma for 3. Hits a 3-pointer. And now a 4-point Bucks lead. All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for the Bucks?
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnovers.
And I've also really liked how aggressive they've been in the open floor. I mean, when they see a chance to push it, they go for it.
Well, that's where Anthony is at his best, when he's getting downhill and attacking the basket.
Markkanen looking it over. Can they get it? That's good from Collier on the assist by Markkanen. Collier's got his 2nd bucket on the night.
Good heads-up basketball. Sees an opening and capitalizes.
Kuzma outside. And his 5th basket. Now 5 for 8. Looking comfortable out there.
Yeah, give credit to Kuzma for taking the contact so well. Excellent work powering the shot through.
George outside. Down low. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around. He's got 5.
Well, that's a great pass. He has the timing and rhythm of a metronome.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. Back to Kuzma. From deep. They get the rebound. And it's blocked by Kessler.
Something Kessler does so well. A towering 7-footer who takes pride in protecting the rim.
Now here's George. 5 points in the game. Shot clock at 6. Markkanen with a screen on Prince. Collier, no good. Milwaukee leading by 4. Pass to Kuzma. Fires the 3. Buries it from 3. Kuzma's got 8 points in the quarter.
Yeah, and this is the shot Kuzma wanted. He's put in the work to be consistent from the corners.
And so Will Hardy calls the timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys. Maybe alter some of the game plan. Things are heating up. Let's check out the teams in the West. You look at the Jazz, and after a subpar season, there have been some questions about the direction of this franchise. .151 left to play in the second quarter. It's Markkanen on the wing. Utah with another miss.
That's just a great effort on the defensive side. Plaster to the shooter.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. Kuzma outside. Just 5 on the clock. The Bucks need to get up a shot here. Lets it go from 11. And Antetokounmpo with the basket on the assist from Kuzma.
Keep getting him the ball. He's been a huge part of this offense.
Now here's Kessler. Pass to Collier. He takes it in. Up and in on the layup. Collier's got 6 points.
Yeah, if Kessler keeps passing the ball like that, he will be dangerous.
Antetokounmpo outside. Here's Kuzma. Turner, a screen on Markkanen. Here's Kuzma. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. He's got 16.
Well, he's just dominating right now. If his teammates are smart, they'll keep getting him the ball.
Kessler, a screen on Kuzma. Inside. Oh, stolen by Turner. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. It's an even 3-on-3 break. And he's going for the oop here. And finished off by Kessler.
Well, it doesn't take much for Kessler to catch that lob and slam it home.
Kuzma with the ball. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Atlanta. That shot, no good. And so it's Kyle Kuzma making highlights for Milwaukee. He put together 10 points in the quarter. Let's send it courtside and check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Well, thank you, guys. Doc Rivers here with us now. Coach, you're ahead at the half. What was the difference?
We got stops. We were out running a little bit. And then we had great spacing against the zone. You know, listen, we started making shots. That always helps.
It sure does. Thanks, Coach.
Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be back right after the break for the third quarter here on 2K Sports.
To the center court and get ready for the half-court shot. Drum roll, please. They're measuring up the shot. Let's hear it for our contestant.
Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet and the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. How about we start out with the Western Conference and how those teams are stacking up?
And taking a look at Utah, they've wanted this to be a turnaround season. They have a few building blocks, but the roster construction is not complete. This front office has some tough decisions to make.
And now let's talk about our featured game. It was a solid first half for the Bucks.
I mean, when you go inside and impose your will this way, you're delivering a gut punch.
Yeah, there's a whole other half to go, but the way they're winning this makes them the heavy favorite now. And that'll do it for us. Thanks for stopping by. We'll head back down to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the third quarter.
Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. Nice game. Great performance by Kyle Kuzma.
What makes him an exciting player is the ultra-aggressive mindset that we saw over and over in the first half.
Yeah, he hasn't been settling. He's getting to the rim, and that's him at his best.
So on the floor for Utah, they've got Collier, Lauri Markkanen out there with Kyle Filipowski. Then there's George, and it's Kessler in at the 5. Back to Markkanen. Clock at 6. Kessler a screen. For 3, George. Giannis with the rebound. Antetokounmpo has got his 7th rebound here tonight. And we know how loyal Giannis is to Milwaukee. But trade rumors continue.
Yeah, it's just the reality when you have a superstar player, but not much of a title shot. The sense is Giannis deserves to make another run at it somewhere.
Jazz trail by 7. Markkanen outside. Pass to Kessler. Uses the glass on the layup. Kessler's got 9 points.
Their offense is really humming right now, and it's because of the beautiful ball distribution.
Anthony finds Kuzma. Back to Anthony. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. And the Bucks lead by 7.
Yeah, Anthony is a talented scorer. He understands how to capitalize when he's near the rim.
Markkanen against Kuzma. And that one's good. Markkanen's gotten his 2nd bucket. Milwaukee leading by 5. Pass to Prince. Now Kuzma. Lets it go. Utah grabs the miss. Kessler's got 7 rebounds in the game. And here's George. He'll bring it up for Utah. The shot comes out. Ooh, solid defense from Anthony. Here's Prince. He's got 5. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Now here's Kuzma. And they'll get another chance. Back to Antetokounmpo. Oh, he's a menace in the paint. Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, look, you got to block out Antetokounmpo, or this is exactly what will happen.
And here's Filipowski. Right around 3 minutes into this second half. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Antetokounmpo's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Pass to Kuzma. Some nice passing by Milwaukee here. Nails the baby hook. And now it's a 9-point Milwaukee lead.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
And so Will Hardy calls the timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. And Grant, for everything else he's accomplished, Giannis hasn't quite mastered the three-point shot.
And you know, he hasn't had to, BA. You want him inside, hitting on those high percentages, shutting down the lane defensively, and of course, controlling the boards.
While we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for Jusuf Nurkic.
You know, a trend like this isn't going to please the coach or the front office. He's been a little more focused on other parts of his game, and rebounding is something he needs to put more emphasis on. And I'm sure they've talked to him about it.
Third quarter action. Just under 3.5 minutes have passed. Here's Collier. 6 points for him. 5 2:05 on the clock. From deep three-point land, it's Milwaukee with a rebound.
We've seen him make that shot, but not all that often.
Well, that's the shot where if you make it, everything's fine. But if not, you're going to hear about it.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, Giannis Antetokounmpo is unlocking a new aspect of his game. He said, quote, "I never initiate my offense from the high post, but Doc told me that you can be very effective there. It's hard for people to show a crowd, and you're one step closer to the basket. I plan to stay there for the rest of my career." Back to you guys.
A new wrinkle. Okay, Allie, good stuff. Kuzma finds Antetokounmpo. Out to Anthony. And stolen by Markkanen. George outside. Pass to Filipowski. Markkanen from long range. Anthony grabs the board. Anthony's got his 4th rebound in this one. To the inside. Here's Turner. Good D by Kessler.
Well, give credit to the defense for cutting him off. Normally, that'd be easy points for him at the rim.
And he lobs it up top. And stolen by Antetokounmpo. Markkanen against Anthony. Turner for 3. And another miss by Milwaukee. Jazz trail by 7. Pass to Filipowski. Some room here for George. The Jazz again can't hit.
His shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Kuzma against Markkanen. Rebounded by the Jazz. Kessler's got rebound number 8 now.
Well, he continues to make the effort, but the results just aren't there this quarter.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Prince, the pass to Antetokounmpo. And it's blocked by Kessler.
Oh, big Walker Kessler. That is how you use your size.
Shot clock at 3. Sends it home from three-point land. Kuzma's got 19 points.
His first 3 of the half. That gives him 9 total points from beyond the arc so far.
Here's Collier. He's got 6. Inside. Oh, got a piece of it. Antetokounmpo, right side. Pass to Kuzma. Back to Antetokounmpo. Anthony outside. And the 3 off target. And so George will bring it up for the Utah Jazz. Trailing by 10. Looking ahead, they've got the Warriors coming to town for their next game. And that's the first of just 2 home games for them. Now Filipowski. Pass to Collier. Launches a 3. Utah with another miss. Milwaukee leading by 10. And the Jazz haven't been past the second round since 2007. Now trying to build a contender.
Well, B.A., they know in the West that's a tall order. They got to be patient and build this thing from the ground up.
Milwaukee making some changes. Smith, he's checked in for Turner, and it's Trent in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Then for Utah, Yusuf Nurkic comes in for Kessler, and Bailey subbed in for Lauri Markkanen. Ooh, costly foul there. That'll send him to the line for 3 free throws. While we have a small sample size of Isaiah Collier, he has shown impressive flashes so far.
Yeah, B.A., I really like how confident he is. When he's out on the floor, he carries himself like he belongs here. A confident mentality can go a long way for a young player.
That one's off. Well, Grant, you got to give the Bucks credit. 9 straight postseason appearances, the longest running streak in the league.
Yeah, but 3 straight first-round exits. I mean, you could tell the boat's taking on water, and tough decisions are required.
Catching up on the changes for Milwaukee. Porter Jr. comes in for Prince, and it's Rollins in for Anthony. And he nails the third. And you look for bright spots in this developing core for Utah, Grant. What stands out?
Well, I think it's the front court, BA. You have two gifted scoring forwards in Markkanen and Bailey. Then you've got Walker Kessler, an elite shot blocker, manning the middle.
Now here's Trent. No points so far. For three, Smith drills it from deep.
Defensively, if you're going to disrupt his rhythm, you have to put more pressure on.
1:52 left in the third. And he jams it home with authority.
Strong finish by Bailey. Here's a guy who wants to slam it.
And here's Porter. Right now contributing around 10.5 points a game. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen. And let's jump over to the rookie leaderboard, showing the most efficient scores. Third is Ace Bailey.
Thus far, he's been smart offensively, taking only the good looks, and is showing up in his field goal percentage as well.
Antetokounmpo's checked in for Milwaukee. And a switch here also for Utah. Lauri Markkanen's checked in for Collier. Here's Sensabaugh, giving this team some energy, averaging a little over 10 points a game. Markkanen, the pass to Bailey. Nurkic, a screen on Porter. Here's Bailey. And another miss by Utah. The Bucks leading by 10. To the middle. Intercepted. Fast break, Utah. Trent against Markkanen. Right wing. Here's Niang. Three-pointer, no good. Milwaukee has gone 2 of 6 from downtown here in the second half. Porter looks it over. Back to Trent. Now Porter. No made baskets yet. Count that bucket.
One of the most dominant scorers in the game today. Antetokounmpo takes pride in putting the offense on his shoulders.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Pass to Nurkic. Niang outside. Jacks up a three. Rebounded by Trent. And the Bucks shooting about 40% so far in the third. And Antetokounmpo with the stuff.
And you can see early on that Giannis wanted to be aggressive. I mean, he's taken over at the offensive end.
Markkanen from long range. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so it's Milwaukee up 14 as we wrap up the quarter. They put in work down low, getting in close and scoring in bunches. Back to the game after this break. And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. They've got Giannis Antetokounmpo, Green out there with Gary Trent. Then there's Kevin Porter, and it's Rollins in at the point. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. Here's Sensabaugh. Markkanen outside. Three-pointer. It's Milwaukee with a rebound.
Well, so far in the second half, he hasn't been able to get another three to fall.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. What do you expect to see from Gary Trent Jr. on any given night, Coach?
Well, look, BA, you're going to get a combination of good shooting, soft touch in close, and he can go vertical. He makes some spectacular plays.
Shooting 2.
And he drops the first.
Guys, the way I look at Gary Trent Jr., he's a role filler. Goes out on the floor and does what he's tasked with.
Trent hits them both. Jazz trail by 16. Pass to Bailey. Now Niang. And there's the lob. Kicks it out to Markkanen. Fires the three. Yes! Markkanen from deep.
Well, that's his first three here in the second half. Gotta think he'd like a few more of those.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two. Stan, when you talk about Giannis Antetokounmpo, would you say he's one of the most unguardable players ever?
Well, BA's certainly got to be in the conversation. Besides maybe Wemby, we haven't seen anyone like Giannis when it comes to length and those long strides especially.
Shooting two.
Plus, he has that strength, too.
And he knocks down the first one.
Yeah, no matter how you slice it, Giannis is a force on the floor. The power, the scoring, the rebounding, the defense, he gives you everything.
That one misses.
And Giannis will just about do anything the coaching staff asks. A true team player.
Niang outside for three. Another three for Utah.
Backing up that last three with another three. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And Giannis with the dunk.
Well, when Giannis is coming down the lane, good luck. Few, if any, can stop him.
Pass to Nurkic. Here's Bailey. He's guarded by Porter. Markkanen outside. Utah moving the ball around. Here's Sensabaugh. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Antetokounmpo has got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. On the wing, Green. Screen by Antetokounmpo. Rollins passes to Porter. Let's go with a three. Utah grabs the miss.
And look, he's had an off night, but it won't matter as long as they hold on to this lead.
Niang, the pass to Bailey. Here's Nurkic. Here's Sensabaugh. No good on the three. Antetokounmpo surveys. And the layup is good off the glass. Antetokounmpo's got 13 in the second half.
Well, that's the touch of Giannis. We've seen it improve so much over his career.
Pass to Markkanen. And here's Nurkic. Antetokounmpo covering. Nurkic passes to Bailey. Up and over Porter. Utah with another miss.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Antetokounmpo outside. Here's Rollins. It's guarded by Markkanen. Here's Green. Good D by Niang. Jazz trail by 15. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Down low to stop the drought. Oh, a rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. So Milwaukee going with almost an entirely new group here. Turner, he's checked in for Green. Kuzma comes in for Trent. Prince is checked in for Porter Jr. And Anthony subbed in for Rollins. And a new group getting ready for Utah. Kessler, he's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Filipowski comes in for Niang. Collier, he's checked in for Bailey. And it's George in for Sensabaugh. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Doc Rivers' huddle. He said, keep it going, guys. Ride this wave of momentum. We're playing great right now, but we can't let up. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate the report, Allie. Kuzma, that's good.
He's been so aggressive on offense, and with the results, you understand why.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
Now here's George. Markkanen sets a screen, looking to get back on track, and it's good on the lay-in.
See, now that layup isn't possible without the help of the pick.
Pass to Prince. Antetokounmpo outside. Shoots over Filipowski. Antetokounmpo, that's good. Antetokounmpo has got 25 points in the game.
Well, the contact just not enough to affect Giannis. What a terrific shot.
Now here's Markkanen. Pass to Collier. Puts up a deep three. Rebounded by Kuzma. Kuzma's got 4 rebounds now.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Utah grabs the miss. Filipowski's got his 4th rebound in this one. George with it, guarded by Antetokounmpo. Filipowski sets a screen. Markkanen from long range.
Well, you win and lose as a team, so the fact that they're trailing isn't all on him. But with that said, he's had a rough shooting performance.
Back to Antetokounmpo. Pass to Turner from outside the arc. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo. And that one goes in. Antetokounmpo has got 4 assists in the game. Markkanen with a screen on Anthony. Markkanen outside. Kessler against Turner. Utah moving the ball around. Markkanen for 3. Here's George. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Antetokounmpo has got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. Prince can't hit. And so George will bring it up for Utah. 19-point game. Markkanen outside. And out of bounds. The Bucks will take it. Here's what Utah has lined up on their schedule. Monday, they'll be matching up with Jimmy Butler and the Golden State Warriors. Then on Wednesday, they'll be taking on Jalen Brunson and the New York Knicks.
Checking out their schedule, they've got a tough run of games coming up, but quality opponents are a great chance for you to see how well your team can truly perform.
Here's Prince. Pass to Anthony. Antetokounmpo, right side. Shoots over Filipowski. Antetokounmpo, the pass to Prince. Kuzma for 3. Utah grabs the miss. Filipowski's got rebound number 5 here tonight. George outside. Out to the right wing. To stop the drought. And he can't get that one. The Bucks leading by 19. Pass to Kuzma. And here is Antetokounmpo. To the paint. Here's Turner. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
Yeah, and over the years, Turner's gotten better at converting and one chances.
All right, Grant, as someone who played for and managed the U.S. men's national team, give us your all-time starting 5.
And, you know, I think I'll go with 2 of the program's all-time leading scorers, Kevin Durant and Carmelo Anthony.
Find the lane.
And finally, you have to have Kobe Bryant because of just how he reset the culture in 2008.
Yeah, one of the more unique players in the league. Miles Turner has led the league in blocks, plus shoots it really well from deep. Two skills every team wants in one package.
And we've got a timeout called by Will Hardy, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. One of our featured players tonight earns our Player of the Game award, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
He has truly put on a show out there tonight, tearing it up on both ends of the floor. So impressive, and the other squad has looked helpless to stop him.
Boy, you can see the amazing relationship he's built with the hometown fans, and it motivates him to always give them his very best. Here's George. One thing you hear coaches like Steve Kerr say, let's not gift foul calls that you'd never tolerate in a pickup game. You agree?
I absolutely agree, B.A., and I think Steve Kerr has gotten that across to the league and the way guys officiate now, and I think that's good. Let's call fouls when a guy's trying to score or trying to make an offensive play and we actually foul him. Let's not reward guys when their only objective is to try to get fouled, jumping into people and stuff.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Bucks.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And looking at their record after this victory, this will be their 37th of the year.
And against a non-conference opponent, you really want to win the first one. They'll go into the next one knowing how to beat this team for sure.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Well, you know, his work on the glass was a key factor, helping to turn the tide as far as the possession game, and so often that's the difference.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. Some solid defense from Markkanen. And it's Utah with the ball. 6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Fires from the corner. Pass to Collier. Tries again. And the layup is good. 16 seconds left to play in the fourth. George against Anthony. And so it's Milwaukee easily grabbing this one, showing that they're the far superior team. They win it going away.
I'll tell you what, give it up for their fans. They love to watch this team dominate. You best believe they're all going home happy tonight.
All right, let's go courtside to Allie LaForce with our player of the game. Allie, it's all yours.
Well, Giannis, some impressive wins. Talk about the momentum that you guys have created.
We definitely have a lot of momentum. We've got to keep playing good basketball, but at the end of the day, we've got to keep defending. We've got to be the one that hits first.
Both ends of the floor are so important. Thanks, Giannis.
All right, Allie, thanks. Great stuff there. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And now let's take a look at our player of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.